Greetings, boys and girls. It's Bill. You're watching Bill's Box of Sound, as usual. And this is a recent finds video. This is going to comprise stuff I've bought for Record Store Day, for the first, second, and third drops of 2020, and some other things that I've gotten. I bought a book. Hey, I thought you were talking about records. No, I'm talking about a book first. From Rocket 88, Devo Unmasked, and special other book, Devo, the brand. This is freaking amazing. Now, this was a dual hardback book release that cost like over $100 or something like that. It had rubberized cover. This comes out from Rocket 88 Books, and it's half the book is one way, half the book is the other way. This limited edition reissue is $45, but man, it is worth it. Boatloads of text and images from Devo archives and record covers, press, just great stuff put together by Gerald Casale and Mark Mothersbaugh, and assisted by Michael Filmer, Devo Obsesso himself. Just starting to tear into this, and I'm just blown away with all of the archival stuff that's in here. So if you're a big Devo fan and you don't have this, go to Rocket 88, or I think it's devobook.net or something. You'll be able to find this. But the name of the company that puts this out is Rocket 88 Books. And they also have a bunch of other books that they put out as well about music. But yeah, rocket88books.com. And if you want to use that code, you're more than welcome to. All right. Now for the records. I'll try to make this go as fast as I can. I don't want to make a 45-minute video like most other people do. Okay, this is a Record Store Day drop 3. Metamorphosis by the Rolling Stones. This is the UK version of the album, which has a t-shirt transfer that looks like this, and it is on green vinyl. Sounds quite good. Enjoyed it. 180 gram green vinyl. And this was mastered by Sean McGee, does it say? I thought I saw his name. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, lacquer cutting by Sean McGee. Audio mastering by Bob Ludwig at Gateway Mastering. So that's the Stones. Got a tone poet for you. Herbie Hancock, My Point of View, which I believe is his second solo album, or second album as a leader. And all sorts of great stuff in here. Playing from Donald Byrd, Groucho Moncur III, Hank Mobley, Grant Green, Chuck Israels on bass, Tony Williams on drums. Great stuff. Now, I'm gonna try and go fast over the stuff that everybody shows, but some of the stuff that I'm really excited about, I'm gonna show like this. Because I did a video of all my Primus albums that I had a couple of years back, or a year and a half back. And this is the only album I did not have on vinyl. And guess what? It was re-released on Record Store Day. This came out on drop number 2. And it came out on blue, wispy, clear vinyl. And the cover is also 3D. There's a pair of 3D glasses included, which if you put them on and look at the cover, it kind of like pokes out at you and stuff. But proof that this was manufactured before they had decided to turn Record Store Day into 3 drops. Says Record Store Day, and there's a little April date on there. But finally, my Primus album collection is complete. Until they put out another one. Dipped my toe into the Analog Productions jazz reissue I didn't get A Love Supreme because I've already got 2 versions of it, but everybody's saying so many good things about it. I may have to pull up the trigger on that one. But this is John Coltrane Ballads, which I've been looking for a long time. Just didn't buy it because I couldn't afford it. Man, this sounds good. Whisper quiet vinyl, beautiful mastering. Back to Record Store Day, I think this is from Drop 1, Charlie Parker, Jazz at Midnight. And this came out on Midnight Blue vinyl. Here, I'll show it to you real quick. Beautiful stuff. This is from a couple of concerts from 1953. And the stuff that's on here was originally part of a boxed set called the Washington Concerts on CD, but this is the first show up on vinyl of this. And hot playing, not an audiophile recording at all, but really nice. Bought this compilation of blues from the Sun Record Company, Sunrise on the Blues. It was inexpensive. It's got Howlin' Wolf, Little Jr., Roscoe Gordon, Johnny Adams, Earl Hooker, Lost John Hunter, Big Walter Horton, Sleepy John Estes, James Cotton, Dr. Ross, The Prisonaires, Pat Hare, and Joe Hill Lewis. Interesting ancient mono blues records. And it's on black vinyl. And the little Sun record label there. Record Store Day Drop 3 brought us a very early album by Slap Happy. I believe this is the album that they re-recorded when they got their contract on Virgin Records. It was originally called Casablanca Moon. While I am a fan of Slap Happy, I had never heard this early recording made in 1973 before. And Dagmar Krause's voice does not sound like I'm used to hearing it. Not a bad album, but didn't blow me away either. And of course, there's players from the band Faust on this. So if you're into that stuff, there's a good chance you can probably still find that. Everybody's been showing the Miles Davis double image from the Bitches Brew sessions. It's on red vinyl, as you know. And everybody's talked about it already. It's not absolutely essential, but it's got some good stuff on it, especially the last side, which has Recollections and Take It or Leave It. Fantastic moody stuff from the Bitches Brew sessions of Miles Davis. 2-record set. I wasn't going to buy it, but it was priced to move, so I picked it up. Another thing that I was very, very happy to get of, and I want to thank my viewers because I did a video of my ranking of favorite to least favorite XTC albums, and the only XTC album I did not have on vinyl was this one, None Such. Well, I got a comment on that video from somebody that said, yeah, it's coming out on Andy Partridge's Ape label, and it's coming out as a gatefold. Yeah! 2-record set. Mastered properly for the first time. Very happy to get this. So shout out to your XTC fans. If they don't have this and they want it, they can get it. It's None Such. Let's go back to the first Record Store Day drop. That None Such was not part of Record Store Day. I just bought it separately. Odds and Sods by The Who was re-released as a half-speed master for the first Record Store Day drop. And there's a second record in here of other Who rarities. Great tunes like Zoot Suit, Heaven and Hell, The Seeker, Young Man Blues, studio version, When I Was a Boy, Wasp Man. Really happy with this. Glad that I picked that up. A couple of non-Record Store Day things. The almost most recent Negativland album called True False, a 2-record set. And there is another album coming out from Negativland later on this year. Sadly, this does not have a download code on it. trying to get into this. It's not my favorite Negativland album, but I'm really happy to see that they are still putting stuff out. And because of my interest in Negativland and a video that Devo Obsesso, Michael Pilmer, put out, I also picked up his record, Silica Gel. This is from Bandcamp. This is very Negativland-ish, but also if you're into the more esoteric and weird side of Devo, this is great as well. Name of the album is 50 Noisy Children Party by Silica Gel. Very bizarre stuff. Let's see, I think I bought this on the second Record Store Day drop, but it's not a Record Store Day item. Prince, the Black Album. Yeah, you're right, it's not commercially available. This is not an official release, but it was priced right, and it's on some very dark purple, bluish vinyl. Check that out. I don't know if you can see the color that well. It's not clear, but it's a very dark colored vinyl. This is the Prince Black Album, which did come out officially on CD for a short time. And then there's a second record of remixes on here. So yeah, it's a bootleg, but very interesting. So until the real thing comes out, I'm glad that I picked that up. Back to the second Record Store Day drop. Got the Residents Icky Flicks, the soundtrack to the DVD, where they showcased all of the videos that they had made, the short form videos, and re-recorded all new music for them. This is the beginning of the era of the Residents that I'm not completely fond of, because they started really relying on MIDI instruments and computerization, and a lot of the stuff just sounded a bit too robotic. It was not the Residents of old that I really liked. So, still love the Residents, and sorry about Hardy Fox leaving the planet, but this I felt I had to get. Non-Record Store Day issue. Ben Folds, Sunny Super Speed Graphic, the LP. This was released on Epic Records, but through Razor and Tie. What's the name of this label that put this out? Oh, I forget the name of it. Not Superior Viaduct. Oh crap. Anyway, it's an audiophile record company that is owned by the company that put out the Razor and Tie reissues. And this is a really good repackaging of some EPs that Ben Folds put out originally online only, and then put out as limited edition CDs. And also has some of the songs from the soundtrack to Over the Hedge, a animated movie that he provided songs for. And speaking of Ben Folds, got a copy of the first Ben Folds 5 album on plain recordings. I usually shy away from reissues on the plain recordings label, but I had read a lot of good things about this, and it sounds pretty good. And it's also on kind of like a tealish white marbled vinyl. So very happy to get the very first Ben Folds 5 album from the mid-90s on vinyl. Let's step back to the second Record Store Day drop and get the McCartney first album, Half Speed Mastered. I got to put this inside of a bag so that I can show the little Obi strip that came with it. Very thin paper cover on this, not like the deluxe McCartney issue that came out a few years ago, but the sound on this is fantastic. And now that McCartney 3 has been announced, I pre-ordered that, but I only ordered one copy. I'm not going to get every single copy of McCartney's new 3 album. I think that's his retirement plan for his great-great-grandchildren, is to put out a record and then put it out in as many different formats and variants as possible, so that diehard Beatle fans and McCartney fans will buy each and every one of them. Great retirement plan. Not a record store day release. Not something I recommend people buying, but because I'm a diehard Zappa fan, this is a unofficial pirated copy of Road Tapes Venue 1. This is the first of 2 records. I haven't found the second one yet. And it's interesting brownish vinyl. Sound is okay because it was taken from a CD. But, you know, there are some bands that you collect everything, including bootlegs. Non-record store day, but I didn't have it in my collection on vinyl yet. Liz Phair, Whip Smart. Man, what a great record. I love Liz Phair. Look at that gatefold. Nicely mastered and released on Capitol back in 2017. From the first record store day, Changes One Bowie. This came out, I mean, the recording was a stripped down version of some of Bowie's songs that were made to celebrate David Bowie's 50th birthday and had never been released on vinyl before. And this is fantastic. Includes a version of Velvet Underground's White Light, White Heat. Just really, really happy with this. If they made a bajillion copies of it, even though it's a limited edition. But if you see it and you are into Bowie, pick it up. Also, if you're into Bowie, you might want to grab this. Let's see, how do I pronounce this? The Troublist. This is 9 songs by David Bowie. Yes, it's the Man Who Sold the World album in one of its many covers, but this has been completely remixed by Tony Visconti. He played bass on this album. He was also the original producer. Look at all these great photos from the cover shoot of one of the alternate album covers that was used for this album. There's the back. Oh, by Jingo. And I had forgotten how great of an album this was. Especially the opening cut, Width of a Circle, which is like, it's a progressive rock Bowie song. It's like 2 songs in one, and it rocks like a sumbitch. The remix and the remastering of this is fantastic. Pressed in Germany at Optical, I'm pretty sure. And the sound on this is fantastic. Haven't done a complete comparison to the original, which I have on CD, but I plan on it. Very happy to get this as well. Metrobolist, 9 songs by David Bowie, which is basically a 50th anniversary issue of The Man Who Sold the World. Back to the first record store day, Chants of India, Ravi Shankar, produced by George Harrison. If you like classical Indian music, this is some pretty cool stuff, and it's on red vinyl. Haven't seen a lot of people showing this. I think the only person that I saw who picked this up was Mazzy, of course, because Mazzy is the penultimate Beatle collector. But picked this up. Happy I did. You know, it's not something you're going to play every day, but it's good stuff. And let's see. Oh, Thelonious Monk, Palo Alto. Everybody's shown this. If you haven't picked it up already and you dig Thelonious Monk, grab it. It's a great performance. It's not the best sound quality, but it's pretty damn good for what it is. And it has all sorts of bonus material inside of the cover. Almost done here. Let's see. Something that's been shown many, many, many times. Not a record store day release, but Tom Petty, Wildflowers, and all the rest. This is the next thing I'm going to be listening to. I've listened to all the other records, haven't listened to this yet, but I can't wait to listen to this. This is the 3-record version, which has all these songs on it. Take a still. Okay. And everybody who has listened to this has said it's the best sounding version of this music ever. I have the original CD. I've got a high-def digital download of it, so looking very forward to this album as I listen to it. And remember, Tom Petty, couple more left. David Byrne, American Utopia, the original Broadway cast recording. Now, watched the movie of this, which was directed by Spike Lee on HBO. Blew me away. As a matter of fact, my wife, who was kind of reluctant to watch it, really liked it. So I picked this up. And this is great versions of tunes. David Byrne songs, Talking Heads songs, Byrne Eno songs, all performed live. And if you have a chance to watch the movie of David Byrne's American Utopia, by all means, check it out. Great stuff. Excuse me. Drink your water. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Let's see. Oh, one other new one. A Tone Poet. Horace Silver. Further explorations by the Horace Silver Quintet. I just cleaned this one up a few minutes ago before I made this, and great stuff. I've got an old Scorpio version of this. Now, those of you who are diehard Blue Note collectors know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me grab my old copy of it. Stay where you are. It's here someplace. My Horace Silver kind of like borders the shelves here. There it is. Okay. Here's my cheapo this is a mono. Now, is this stereo? Yeah, this is a stereo, and this is a Scorpio mono. Now, what is a Scorpio? Well, there's a company that put out a bunch of Blue Note releases. These are mastered from digital files, and they were pressed at the Scorpio pressing plant in California. The dead giveaway, if you see that address on the back, the 304 Park Avenue South address, that's a dead giveaway that this is not an original and not necessarily official, even though they use the original Blue Note catalog numbers. But for some people, if you got to have it on vinyl, this doesn't sound horrible. But you'll see these Scorpios, but very happy to get the new Tone Poet of it. So I'll be checking that out very, very soon. That's it. I mean, damn you, Jason Kelleher. Got all sorts of other stuff. But, you know, that's enough. I've already gone for almost 25 minutes. Had a great time. Hope you did too. Stay safe. Stay happy. It's not a political thing. It's science, boys and girls. Listen to some music and have a great day. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching.